guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I've got the brand new Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightness here. So if you guys want the tea as well as to see the shades I got, how they look on my skin, then go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get into this product, if this isn't the first time you're seeing my face and your subscribe button has not been clicked yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you guys don't miss when I drop. If you are seeing my face for the first time and you do enjoy this video, please subscribe on your way out. It would help me out a lot, and we're all about the growth. So help a girl grow, okay? But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these Fenty products. So literally yesterday, Fenty dropped these eye brighteners and I did manage to pick up 2 shades. There are 16 in total, and they do have a shade chart that helps you find out what kind of shades would be suitable for your skin tone. So that's exactly what I used. And I picked up the shades 12 Almond Butter and 13 Pumpkin. So this is just kind of what they look like. And you know, the box. I don't know why I'm showing you guys the box. We want to see the packaging inside. But before I go ahead and do that, I'll just read what it says on the website. So it says it instantly hydrates, brightens and blurs. We are of course going to test all of that out today. But that's what they're claiming, and it's a sheer to buildable coverage that lasts. It's an under eye brightener that easily hydrates, brightens and conceals. Delivers a fast, natural, no makeup effect with sheer to buildable coverage. I mean, I think I already said this. I'm repeating myself a little bit. The one thing I like about this launch is that they included color correcting shades. That's what the shade Pumpkin I have is for. I'm going to use it to color correct, but I'm not going to use it under my eye, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those products that you can use on various parts of your face. As you guys can see, I've got a darker mouth area, so I'm going to try and use that shade to color correct and just see what happens, and you know, if these are worth the money. And speaking of the money, if you're here in the UK, these are going to cost you £18. If you are of course in America, you're looking at $25. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's fairly small, but I suppose a little bit is probably going to go a long way with this product. And what's really interesting about it is the little nozzle, if my camera is going to focus there. So it's a kind of rounded marble looking ball thingy on the end. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. So that is what Almond Butter looks like. That is the shade Pumpkin. I'm going to try and work these in with my finger just to feel the texture. Okay. They do feel like a creamy kind of serum because they're very lightweight, but obviously they've got a decent level of coverage, and I didn't put too much on. I am going to show you guys some of my Fenty concealers next to these shades so you kind of know ballpark what the shades look like in comparison to the concealers if you are a similar skin tone to me. So I've got 2 shades to show you guys here today, and I've got 420, which is my foundation shade in the Fenty Beauty foundations, and then I've got 380 that I use to highlight. I'll also be using this today to do my under eye highlighting as well, just to show you guys what the eye brighteners look like with a concealer on top, because I have seen that on Fenty's social media pages and everything like that. But I'll also show you what it looks like without a concealer on top, in case you're just looking for that no makeup look. So we're going to go ahead and swatch 420 first, and I'll just do it there because it's obviously not going to be anything near that pumpkin shade. So there's 420, and there is the Almond Butter Eye Brightener. And then I'm going to go ahead and take 380 and awkwardly try and swatch that next to it. So those are what those shades look like. So we are going to go straight into the application now. And I'm taking the shade Almond Butter, and this one I'm going to use under my eyes, and we're going to see what difference it makes. I'm going to use just a little bit of product, just like that. And I'm just going to dot it under my eye. And under the other one, and you can use a brush, a sponge or your fingers to blend this in. I'm going to use my finger. Just because, I don't know, it's just what I've decided to do. Probably should have done a side-by-side comparison to show you guys with and without. So I'm going to take this off and then reapply. This is the side with the eye bright on, and I've just taken off what I put on this eye. So that's the difference. It's definitely brighter on this side, but I do feel like some of that darkness is still putting through. So I'm going to try and add another layer and see what that does. To be perfectly honest, the formula is so light that you could just put this on in the morning and leave it at that and off you go, because it blends in so nicely. I'm going to go in with a second layer, and I've obviously just put too much in that one dab. So we're sticking with that. And I'm just going to work that into the under eye area. I'm just going to show you guys that it does actually brighten. But having said that, I'm going to transfer some of that product over to this eye because your girl just overdid it. But I was going to put it there anyway, so it's not that bad. And I'll go ahead and bring it over and above to my lid, because my lid is also dark-ish. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then we're going to have a look at that pumpkin shade and see how that works alongside this one to color correct and sort of blur the area around my mouth. I feel like it's kind of making my face look a little bit grey now that I've got both eyes done. I don't know if a deeper shade would be my no makeup shade, because I don't know. I feel a little bit raccoony right now, but that's okay. It's fine because we are going to go ahead with foundation over it. But we are taking a look at the orange shade now, and this is Pumpkin. And this one I'm going to use to try and just even out the skin tone around my mouth area. So here we go with this one. Why did I squeeze it? So don't be like me and put too much on. Wow, those eyes, I don't know what it is, guys, but I don't know. I'm gonna find some other areas where I've got some discoloration. Guys, how have I made such a mess of this? I actually look like a clown. I'm transferring to my beauty blender because this is just not going the way that I wanted it to. I actually cannot believe that I've done this to myself. I put so much product on. Why did I put so much on? But you guys saw, you saw that one little dot has now made me look like I'm having an allergic reaction. But it's fine. It is fine. Am I going to go in with almond butter on top? Because I suppose I've done the colour correction now. So I'd go in with the foundation on top. That's what I do in my normal routine. Yeah, so I'd colour correct, foundation, and then concealer. So we are actually going to leave it like this. Actually, I am going to put a little bit of this on top of maybe my chin area, just so you guys can see what it would look like if you were to layer these products on top of each other, like for your under eye. Or should I go here? Because it's less, I don't know, it's closer to the eye. Just so you guys can see how it would end up looking if this was your under eye, for example. So that is how that would end up looking. I feel like I've just put so much of pumpkin on my face now that it looks like a foundation shade, but just an orange one. But it's okay. Hopefully our Eaze Drop Skin Tint can save us. So I do wear the shade 20 and 420 in the normal Fenty foundation. So we're going to go ahead and just try and blend some of this in. Am I putting too much on? Just like the rest of this video, probably. So I'm going to stop there and just blend. Thank goodness, because if I was left with that red cast around my mouth, I would just end the whole video. I would really have just ended the whole video. The video's finished, the review's finished, there's no more Fenty, it's done. It's a wrap. But your girl Eaze drop came through. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we love you. And this literally sits so well on top of those eye brighteners. The two actually go hand in hand. Wow. Tell me I don't look like I woke up like this. Tell me. You can't, because you can't. It's a lie. Okay, so this is how we're looking with the Eaze drop on top of the brightening products. And I don't actually hate it. I think I look really, really natural looking, glowy. I feel like I just lost 5 years of my age. I look about 5 years younger than I am. But yeah, I like it. So far, so good. And I do like what the pumpkin shade has done for my mouth area, because it generally kind of pokes out of my foundations and you can see that dark outer, you know, layer. But it's minimized. I wouldn't say it's completely gone, but it's definitely minimized. And I also didn't build up that shade like I did the almond butter shade, but I feel like what I'm looking at in my mirror and what I'm looking at on my little viewfinder is a bit different, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer in the shade 380 and I'm going to put it on one of the eyes just so you guys can see what it would look like on top of the eye bright on top of a foundation, which, you know, is what I've seen other people doing. So we are just going to conceal like normal if the concealer wants to make an appearance today. Okay. And I'm going to leave this side blank just in case you are someone who's looking for that no makeup glow. Okay, so I've taken that concealer and we're going to go ahead and blend it in. That is what the concealer looks like on top of everything that I've already put on my face. As you guys can see, it has got that lift. One thing that I will note that I have noticed is my under eyes look so hydrated. Like, it's such a healthy glow. If anything, that's probably the thing that I notice the most, is how the hydration element comes into it. I feel like my under eyes look so much more hydrated than they normally do. It's not a revolutionary product, but it definitely does what it says on the tube. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera. Like I told you guys before, I'm going to leave this under eye alone, so I'm not going to do anything further to it because I want you guys to see that no makeup look. But this side, I'm going to do my whole routine, you know, everything. So yeah, bear with me and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just want you guys to remember that the two halves of my face have been done differently. So at the moment I do look like that TikTok trend where it's like 2016 makeup and 2021 makeup. That's how I look right now because this side is obviously looking a lot different to this side. And truthfully, I'm going to tell you guys I prefer this side, and this is the side that has the eye brightener on and then the skin tint on top and nothing else. So we didn't have a concealer, so I didn't use a setting powder or anything like that. This is just how that side looks, and then I went in with a little bit of a bronzer just to get some shape into my face. But back to the Bright Fix, which is obviously what you guys came here for. What can I say about this? I don't feel like it's a necessity. It's not one of those products that I would say run and go get you some, but it is a good product, especially if you're someone who's looking for that no makeup look. This right here, my eyelashes are casting a shadow, that's why it looks dark here, but you guys saw earlier in the video the brightness that this product gave my under eye. It was really, really nice, especially with that foundation on top. If you are someone who's going to do like a full routine following the Bright Fix, I'd say it's probably not that necessary of a product just because I feel like if you had the Fenty Flash Nap, for example, and you used that and then just went in with your foundation and concealer, you would get a very similar result, just because all it's going to do is hydrate your under eye. It's really not going to do too much in terms of brightening, because I don't really feel like this side looks any different to how it would have done with my normal routine without the product, if that makes sense. That's how I personally feel. I feel like this on a minimal kind of day is fantastic, but on a normal makeup routine day, I mean, I could do without it, but it is cheaper than the Flash Nap. So if you don't want to splash out on the Flash Nap and you're still looking for that hydration, you might as well go ahead and use this as a sort of tinted Flash Nap. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking and I'm just obsessed with this side of my face. Like, what? My first impression of the color correcting shades, I do really like how this applied on and how lightweight it was. I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury kind of color correcting, which is more of a pasty type of consistency. So I would like to see how this one layers. With that one layer, we did get some coverage and it did minimize that darkness. Obviously it's not gone, and maybe with another application we could minimize it even further. So I will go ahead and double up on that the next time I do my makeup, and if anyone wants to know, just leave a question in the comment section and it will remind me to get back to you guys about how I got on with the color correcting shade. So that's everything I've got to say on this product. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like before you go. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel once again, and I'll see you in my next video.